we seriously almost swallowed my spit wrong as soon as I started recording. We're recording team call January 2021. I don't think I've actually said that out loud. That's weird. Thank goodness for 2021. Turns out not so different from 2020, but that's okay. Because we've got goals. We've got our mind shifted into a different place. At least I know I do. I think a lot of us do. And I think that's a good thing. I think we need to get out of the just 2020 slump that like sucked everybody in. So I'm really excited about this year, honestly. And y'all know there's lots going on in my personal life. I'm not going to go into detail on a recorded call. But Kenzie and I are at mom and dad's, have been for 3 months now. And things might finally maybe be progressing. But anyway, we'll see what all happens. So it's been crazy town over here, but it's good. It'll all be good once everything is said and done and all figured out. So I'm looking forward to that. And honestly, I think for me, I needed this. Like, I needed to get out of a very toxic environment for me and be able to separate myself from that to be able to get my mind back in the right place, and think straight. So this is good. And I love the energy just that a lot of us have, that when you guys have energy too, it just makes me even that much more excited about things and like, we can rock this, let's do this. And a lot, and this is all personal stuff that was not in my notes. Y'all know I'm a note taker, but for me too, a lot of my excitement is I've connected with a group at church that is amazing. And that part of my life has really progressed in a very positive direction as far as just faith and, that part of my story. So I don't know, I feel really good about all that. And that all makes me super excited and want to just see how this is all going to be used to spread the love and the positivity and see how many people I can help, whether it's health and fitness, faith, whatever it is. So anyway, we'll see where it all goes. So what was I going to start with? Let's see. Lots of stuff. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go over our PowerPoint first and then get into kind of some training stuff. So let's see what I can share. I haven't done this in a long time, guys. What buttons do I hit? Where'd my thing go? Okay. I can't see my buttons. I made a little presentation. It's not super fancy, so don't get too excited. It's not a Marco Christina Delgado presentation here. This is just me. And I am in love with the Control Freak background, if you haven't realized, because it's been on like everything that I have made lately. I love like all the colors in it. I just think it's super fun. So anyway, that's what we're using. And that's what y'all might see for the next 9 weeks. But wanted to talk about, and we'll get into it, the success formula. We'll get there. But first of all, I wanted to do some recognition, just kind of from everything from last year. Our faces keep popping over this. Okay. So last year we had a couple new 1-star diamonds. Where did Holly even go? I can't see her. Oh, you're still there. Okay, good. Suzanne kind of reclaimed her 1-star diamond, but with a different diamond. So it's kind of like a new 1-star. So super excited to Suzanne for getting that achieved. And Holly reached 1-star diamond for the first time. And I love that we have pictures of Julie and Amy in here too. I think that makes it super fun because that's you guys are a huge part of their 1-star too. So congratulations to Holly. I know you've worked super hard on that, mentoring Amy, and both of you guys were qualified for a New Leader Conference, which is this week, 20th. It's soon.
It's in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. I couldn't remember the dates of it. So that'll be really fun. And I know it's not in Vegas where it was supposed to be, but even the way that they did our leadership retreat back in October, November, whenever it was, I guess it was November. It was still really, really cool. Like they had all the sessions very interactive, and there was so much content, and there still was a lot of energy, and it was awesome. So be sure that y'all tune into everything that you can. I mean, as much as possible. I know it's gonna be hard with, you know, work schedules and things like that, but and hopefully they'll have everybody combined like next year, you know, so y'all, I don't know this for sure, but I'm thinking surely they'll have all of you guys from this past year and the coming year at the retreat for 2022. So major congrats to you guys for that. I'm super proud of y'all. And then we also had our 2 new diamonds on the team this year, Amy, yay, and Julie. I know Julie couldn't be on the call. She was putting Clayton down, but super, super proud of both of y'all. I know y'all all worked really hard, like pushing each other too. And I think that makes it really fun when you kind of hit that goal together too. But y'all have rocked it. Super awesome. And excited to see where everything goes moving forward. And we have, wanted to recognize Bethany. She has hit Success Club for 5 solid years now, every single month, which is crazy. It's crazy awesome. It's crazy. I couldn't do it. I haven't done it yet, not for that long. So congrats to Bethany. And I know we'll have another one of those coming up in a couple months. Hint, hint. So new announcements, and these are, I'm not going to spend tons of time on these because we've got like more training stuff to get to. But these are our big announcements from Super Saturday, which was a really, really long Super Saturday video, but it was really good. It was like, I kept being like, man, okay, we're on hour 2 now. Like, when's this going to end? But it was all really good stuff and really exciting, you know, announcements that they were telling us. So if you have not watched they have the whole entire call video, whatever you want to call it, live stream, I guess, in the back office. It's under events, I think now. If you go to the events page in your online office and go to Super Saturday, have the whole thing there to watch. It was really good. But first of all, Team Cup open to register now. I don't know why my cursor looks like a paintball, but okay. Team Cup open to register right now. Team Cup will be in February. It's a great way to kick off the year, especially I know that a lot of us have new goals, really big goals. We're going to start out the year really pushing hard. And I know that historically we have all sucked at Team Cup, myself included. So I'm going to go into it this year with my new mentality, my new focus, and just seriously actually try and do the best that I can, because I'm committed now to actually doing my vital behaviors every day, which I have like never done. So we're going to see what happens with my business when I actually do what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Brilliant concept. So get your teams together. I think mine is almost full. I may or may not have one more spot, but I think Suzanne's getting a team together. Holly, I would assume you're probably getting a team together. Whoever else, wants to. So y'all start teaming up, post in Delta Fire if we need to figure out teams and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get going. We can register through the 31st. And the prizes, I looked them up. The level 1 or the tier, like the individual prize, is some sort of massage wand. And I should have screenshotted the post, but because I haven't seen a picture of it, but somebody posted in the round table. They're like, okay, this massage wand, like, what's this thing gonna look like? Like, there were a lot of funny questions surrounding it, like, what is this massage thing gonna be? But anyway, I'm sure it'll be very useful for our muscles. I don't remember what the other prizes were, but that was the individual prize and could potentially be pretty cool. Also, Digital Success Club System Tracker. That is this thing. And that's the best screenshot that I got that would actually kind of fit in a photo. But there is going to be a whole lot more training coming out on this soon. And the Digital SC System Tracker will launch, I'm pretty sure they said on January 28th. Think of it as what we've always called the business activity tracker, or the Success Club system tracker is the newer version, in a digital format. And I think I was not paying super close attention during this part, but it's going to have like almost like rings, kind of like you complete your rings on your Apple Watch. And as you complete your business activities for the day, as you get your invites done and, you know, like do everything that you're supposed to do, it's going to have rings that fill up, which I know is super motivating for a lot of people. So I think that's really cool. I can't remember all the functionality that is going to be within it, but I know there's like a direct link to the like training tab and all sorts of training information. And I thought I heard somebody say you could even message people through it or email people through it. I might be wrong on that. But it looks like it's going to be pretty cool and handy just, you know, to have. So, oops, I have people chatting. I guess I should open up my chat. Yes, Suzanne, on the massage one. Tier 2 is a hoodie. Okay, awesome. So anyway, Success Club system digital tracker should be coming out pretty soon. And then I just wanted to show you, I know we've posted these in the team page before, but these are the rewards for our SC, you know, monthly earnings. So pretty cool. Hats, cooler backpack, long sleeve t-shirt. What is that? A computer cube light. I don't know exactly what that means, but whatever. Ray-Bans. I would love the Ray-Bans. So fun SC prizes there. Next we have, oh, and this was not on Super Saturday, but I saw it in the online office like yesterday. BOD, Beachbody On Demand, is having a price change effective February 1st. Our old customers, and I don't think I actually wrote down the prices. Yes, I did. Our old customers are kind of going to be like grandfathered in, so their price isn't going to change if they're already locked in. So it'll be a change for new BOD customers. And I actually think it's really good. They're up in the price for the quarterly is going up to $59.85. So they're up in it quite a bit, like 20 bucks. The 6-month membership is going to be $77.70. And then the annual membership is staying the same at $99. So it's really pushing people just to go ahead and do the dang annual membership, which has always made the most sense anyway. So like, why not, right? So this is even more incentive just to do the annual membership. And then our commissions, you know, on those leads and everybody that we have that always just they do the 3-month or the 6-month, our commissions are going to go up, you know, in conjunction with the price increase. So that's a good thing. They were kind of recommending just reach out to your current people if you want to, just like, hey, FYI, you might notice that on websites it says that there's a price increase, you're grandfathered in. As long as you don't cancel your membership, like keep everything active and you're cool, you'll be locked into the current price. So just wanted to let y'all know that real quick. Salted caramel is being bumped up this year. Instead of waiting until summertime, they are going to launch it on March 23rd. I think they realized that summertime was kind of like crazy town as far as new program launches and all that kind of stuff too last year. So they wanted to give it to us kind of in a month where we didn't have a whole lot of other stuff going on. So I think that was a really good decision. Punta Cana. Oh, well, SC Trip 2022. They announced we're going back to Hard Rock Punta Cana. That resort was awesome. Suzanne, you were on that one, right? Yeah, you were. It was a really awesome resort. It was freaking huge. Like, I'm talking massive. Tons of restaurants, tons of like places to hang out at night. And all this is, of course, assuming that, you know, COVID goes away or whatever. But anyway, we'll get on that topic. But we'll all go to Punta Cana together and have fun. So did you like it better than Mexico? It was a lot bigger than Mexico. Both of them were great, I thought. They were a lot of fun. So the cool thing that I think they're doing, sorry, Colin's texting me. They are not making us register right now, which I think is a really smart idea. they're holding off until I'm pretty sure it was April. I don't remember the exact date, but registration is not going to open until April. Our trip dollars, we do go ahead and start earning the trip dollars. Like they're doubled in January. They'll be regular, you know, all the rest of the months. So those will still count. We'll go ahead and start accumulating them. But, you know, they knew that everything is so up in the air right now and everybody's going to be scared to put down like a $350 deposit because who knows what the heck's going to happen. So they were just giving it a little bit more time, letting us know. But really great rewards trip. For those of you that haven't been, a lot of people, and the majority of people, use this, you know, as like family vacation. There are tons of spouses and that super cute, Amy. Lots of spouses go on this trip, families. I was planning to take Kinsey on this year's trip if we went, but yeah, obviously that's not happening. And it was going to be me and Kinsey, my mom, and just make it a fun family thing. It's not like a bunch of training. And for the husbands, they tend to, it's like their eyes almost open on these trips. And they're like, whoa, they really pull out all the stops for you guys. They make these trips amazing. Like you've got fun parties and they have all this just awesome stuff everywhere. And it's like, it just clicks, you know, as to, I mean, yes, they know that we love this because we love the community and the programs and all this, but I've seen it happen so many times. The guys get on these trips and they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, I get it now. I get it, you know, and then they're even that much more willing to allow you to go all in, but respect, you know, what you want out of it, basically, I guess is the way to put it. Anyway, so I would highly encourage you guys to register and go if you can. Support your business. That's a much better way to put it, Christine. So yeah, they're awesome. And we get to see each other. So we need that. And hopefully we'll get to see each other at Summit. Oh my goodness. That'll be cool. I think I've got a couple of hotel rooms somewhere. So, was that my next thing? Yes. Next, and this is one I am super excited about. We need this. And Suzanne hinted at this, like, last year with a training that she did with Kim Carver up in Denver. But in May, we are now going to have the option to enroll preferred customers. There's going to be a ton of training on this, so I'm not going to go into like all the things about it. Because I don't even know all the details about it, but essentially it's going to be like a discount coach that is not called a discount coach. They're going to be called a preferred customer. They're going to still affect our rank the same. They're going to get the discount. They're still going to have the fee. They will have kind of like access to our VIP launch window, our coach launch windows, things like that. But they can't, I guess they can't sell stuff basically, but they can convert their account up anytime simply by adding in their social. I'm pretty sure is the way that it's going to work. I think it's really, really going to be a good option. I think it's going to be amazing for us to be able to actually enroll these people as preferred customers because, you know, like we've always said, they might as well get the discount. And you say the word coach and everybody freaks out, you know? And I think this is just going to make it so much easier for us even building our businesses because now we can even have, you know, an Emerald coach with 2 preferred customers under them, kind of like it shows right here, versus 2 active coaches, you know, and it's just gonna be so much easier to get these people to go for it because they need to anyway. So I'm really, really excited about that change. I think it was a very good call on corporate's part. We've needed this for a long time. Most other companies have it anyway. So that'll roll out in May. And I know Kim Carver said trainings are going to start, I want to say he said February, but I might be ahead of schedule on that. Anyway, there will definitely be lots of trainings on this before it actually launches, but know that coming up. It's going to be an amazing change for us. Okay. And new programs. So we've got, of course, we're doing 9-week Control Freak right now. Springtime, we have Let's Get Up. I will attempt to keep my laughter to a minimum. I love Shaun T dearly. Interesting program, I think it's going to be. I think it will be for some people. I think there is a demographic that will love this. That's probably not going to be me, but as much as I love to dance. But anyway, I've included the video on here. If y'all want to see it, I mean, we can. It's in the online office. Oh, Suzanne, I just saw your comment about where they divorce you. Yes, that too. But hey, that's okay. It's better in the long run. Not doing it. Nope. Okay. So why don't we just skip over to Amwalla, because this is going to be freaking awesome. Did everybody, and y'all can unmute yourselves if you want to. I don't care. If somebody starts screaming, just mute yourself. Did y'all all get to see the Super Saturday video? Did y'all see this, like the very beginning from Amwalla? Yeah? Okay. Suzanne, Kati, did you see it? You probably didn't see it. No? Okay. I'm going to play it because it's super, like, it pumped me up big time. I was like, oh, what's going to come? And then when they said a new summer program, I was like, it's going to be Amwalla. Gonna be. So let's see if this works. Oh, it might not even work. Never mind.
Just like brushing my teeth every morning. Can't miss it.
I was filming
it's a
for my
necessity
phone.
for life, movement. Gotta continue, keep moving. The problem is I feel like when we
Uh-oh.
stay idle in life.
Okay, well, this might not work. I thought I'd try out how adding Zoom videos to this thing worked. Okay. Nope, sorry. Not sitting there while it tries to load. But anyway, so most of y'all saw it. Kati, it is, I will send it to you from my phone in Messenger or something. It's really cool. It's at the very beginning of the Super Saturday video. It's like the very first thing that comes on. But it was just really motivational, I thought. And the program is going to be awesome. It's going to be his style training. I got the feeling that it's not going to be quite as like seriously intense as the work. More kind of a broad-based audience, you know, for everybody. But he said they're going to be about 45 minutes because it's really going to include a good functional warm-up in it too, which I think we need. A lot of people doing that intensity of a program, you know, have kind of said, hey, we don't have enough of a warm-up. So I think a lot of people, I haven't done the work and the prep yet. I mean, the prep and the work yet. But everybody that I know that has done it has had nothing but like such amazing things to say about him as a trainer in the program.
He's like the most motivational trainer ever.
Yeah. Awesome.
Like when we did it, every day I hated the workout because it was so hard, but he makes you want to keep going, like no matter how bad it hurts. Like he pushes you really, really hard. So it's going to be good.
I'm sure it will be. And did you get the same feeling, like think that it's maybe not going to be quite as hardcore, crazy intense?
Yes.
For more people, I mean, for a bigger audience.
Yes.
And it was going to be like 90 days, I'm pretty sure. They were going back a longer.
It was 90 days, I think.
Yeah. So really good summer program. And Suzanne had a good idea too. We were chatting during the Super Saturday of all of us doing the prep before this program launches, like the month before, and really like hype that up to get people to do the 4 weeks of the prep and then roll into this program when it launches. So I thought that was a cool idea too, something that we can, you know, kind of talk about and figure out. Because did you do the prep, Amy?
I only did I think I did a week of the prep because whenever I got it, it was before they had the whole prep program out.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember in the beginning, they only had like a few workouts. And then right when the work actually started, they came out with 4 weeks of the prep.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't do the whole 4 weeks. I just did I did 1 week of prep and then we did the work.
Okay. I was wondering how intense the prep was, which I guess I could actually.
It's still pretty intense.
Was it? Okay.
I've done some of the workouts just like in between stuff when I needed a workout to do. I've done some of the prep workouts that I hadn't done before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're hard and the work is the hardest thing I've ever done. No, I'm serious. Like it's hard.
It looked really hard. So
like you like when you see the people cussing, you think it's kind of dumb or whatever, but I mean, I cussed during almost every workout, like yelling.
Yeah. Well, this will be a good Amwala program to do then, the summertime one.
Yeah.
Versus the 4-week version of Amwala. So I think it'll be awesome. It'll be something, of course, we're going to be hearing a lot more about, but it's going to be our summertime like summit launch program. So it'll be great. And I think, to me, I feel like it says a whole lot about him as a trainer with how fast they gave him another program, because his just came out, what, a year ago, 2019, maybe the end of 2019, something like that. It's not been very long. And now he's already got another full program. I think that says a lot anyway.
Yeah, we did it last January, and we did it like right when it started. So it was this time last year when it started.
Yeah, that's not long at all. I mean, he must have gone right into developing this one as soon as that one was done, pretty much. So pretty cool. Okay, I can't remember what I have next. Key dates. So just to let you guys know this stuff, January 14th, if anybody is going to be pushing for Elite this year, it is on my goal list again. I know it's on Suzanne's goal list. We're going to have a call in Diesel Nation at noon on the 14th, how to hit Elite. It's going to be Christina and Monica kind of drilling down the details. And then in Delta Fire next Tuesday night, the 19th, I'm thinking probably at 9 p.m. We're going to do a coach op Zoom. Suzanne and I are going to kind of team up and do one for the team. We love Diesel Nations, and of course we've always got Diesel Nations to do too. They're very Miami, which is great. We are not. we're kind of a different style, and I feel like those calls they're so big and so in your face loud, and again, love them to death. They're amazing uplines, and leaders to have. But we're going to really try to get super consistent about having our own coach op calls, like once a month kind of thing. So we're going to kind of play around with content and what we want to do with that. So plan on that if you want to. Again, like I said, Diesel Nations are still obviously available too. I was just thinking of some dates literally as I was making this last night. I will probably promote for a new week of round of 9-week Control Freak to start on the 8th of February, and then probably another coach op call on the 15th of February. So just kind of throwing some dates out there to be thinking about for, as you're planning social media stuff and all that kind of thing. And then I guess that was the majority of what I had announcement wise. Also wanted to go over the success formula. Suzanne and I both joined, and also Rachel also joined. Where's Rachel tonight? She's not on the call. Rachel also joined the Josh Coates Push Mastermind group, which is a pretty intense training group as far as really holding you accountable to your business actions, like your vital behaviors and doing all your conversations and your invites and like doing what you're actually supposed to do, right? And we have live calls in that group too, once a week. And last week's, he really talked about the success formula, which was a Dave Ramsey thing, but he added kind of in his own version of it. He added worth. And I just thought the way that he said everything, I literally jotted it all down and just wanted to go over it because to me, it made so much sense. So what the formula is, and a lot of us, again, know this, but really to think about it and think about how it applies to your business. Consistency plus intensity plus worth, like thinking about your actual worth plus time equals your successful business, right? And then I'm going to stop sharing my screen so we can just talk about all this because I don't like not being able to see everybody. And now I can't. There we go. Stop share. Okay. I don't like just looking at a couple little tiny faces. So, and not being able to see chat. So basically, his point was with the success formula, you have to apply this to all the areas of your business, to your own workouts, your nutrition, your mindset, like you doing your own personal development, you actually doing your business activities. It has to be applied to every single part of your business for it to really work. And that goes with every little piece of the puzzle. So consistency, obviously, we all talk about this all the time. Doing the right things over and over. It has to be the right things over and over and over and over and over. And one other thing he said, it's, the consistency part. We're working, what was it that he said? I wrote it down later. Here, that was for the time part. But anyway, basically consistency too. And we put the time in, right? Everything that we're doing right now, we're not going to see the effects of in like a week or even a month, but we're going to see the effects of all the work we put in right now in 3 to 6 months, Same thing as what we are seeing right now is from the work that we did 3 to 6 months ago, so we can't expect that, if we're consistent for like a week, that it's just magically going to make everything happen, because that's just not the way that it works. Intensity. And I was glad he went into more of a description on this, because I wasn't really sure exactly how he was talking about being intense about things, right? He said, think about it like how you are talking to people. How, like, is your passion for this business or for this healthy lifestyle or for your challenge groups or just for helping people? Is your passion actually coming through and being conveyed to people in your posts and in your stories and when you just get one-on-one on the phone with somebody? Like, and kind of to do a gut check too and say, are you really still passionate about this? And if you're not, like, maybe it's not the right place for you to be, I know we all are. But it was kind of like a gut check thing, like really, really think about it. And what is it that you're so passionate about, and find the parts of it that you are super passionate about and really push that part, maybe that's your thing. So I thought that was just a good description, like having the energy, having the passion, which I know I have sucked at that part for a couple of years now, because I've kind of just been stuck in like comfort zone mode and like, well, I'm comfortable with this, and I'm good. We'll just stay right where we are. And it's time to push past that. And then worth. And this was kind of what he added in. He said, we must embrace our worth, which obviously we tell our challengers to do that all the time, and we forget to do it for ourselves, and just some things that I wrote down. If I don't believe I'm worthy, I'll never reach where I want to be. And it's true. You have to think about, we are worthy of success in this. We are worthy of reaching our own goals and dreams, whether it's, for most of us, it's not weight loss stuff anymore. It's coaching stuff. It's income stuff. It's being able to save for kids' college or pay off student loans or save for awesome vacations, or, whatever it is to each individual person. I think it's different for all of us. Really tying into that and knowing that you are worthy of having all that. Something that I really liked that Josh said too, and this goes for me too, it ties in a lot with my faith journey too. And this was what Josh had said too. Our Creator made us in His image. True statement, right? And He wants a relationship with us. That should show us how worthy we are, right? That He that made us above anything else, right, actually wants a relationship with us. To me, that was a really cool perspective. It was like, wow, of course I know that and I've thought about it, but to hear somebody else not coming from like a church setting, right, say that, it just hit me harder than normal. I was like, man, yeah. He made each of us with different talents, different strengths, different abilities, different things that we are passionate about, to pass that on to other people. So why should we not use them, right? And pass them on and share them with the world as best we can. And then time, again, I already hit on this, that it's going to take, it's going to be months down the road when we see the fruits of these labors, but it's going to be worth it. So we have to do all of it and know that it takes all of it. And then we get to where we want to be when we keep on taking those actions. So I thought that was really cool. And he also kind of did a goal setting workshop. I just wanted to mention a couple things about that. I was going to say, I would love it if we would all like think about this, think about really what our goals are, like for real, and what actions we're going to take to start reaching those goals this year. And kind of the way that he laid it out, which made it easier for me to break down. Of course, you always start with like what your end goal is in mind, where you want to be. So for me right now, it's like, I really want to be 10-star elite, which is scary. But I really want to be that, you know, for a lot of reasons, not just for the recognition, but with that comes a whole crapload, lot more income, right? And a lot more people that you're influencing and affecting and helping. So then he was like, ask what you want your life to be like in 5 years, or what you want your life to be like, what you want to have. So kind of write that down and then really jot down what you want in 5 years. And then he said, what is one goal that I can set for this year to put me on track for my 5-year plan? Instead of writing down like all the things you have to do to get to where you want to be in 5 years, what's one goal that you can work on this year? And then break that down. What are 3 things that you need to do to hit that yearly goal? And break it down that way. And for me, that made a lot more sense of breaking it down into actual action steps versus still this whole list of all these things that I had to do that was just super overwhelming. So I liked that. And then he was saying, put all of your energy into those 3 things, like all of your energy for the whole year, like rock it, and go for it, really go for it and see what happens. And there's one more thing I wanted to say from today. Oh, our call from today, there was a girl talking about like it was all Instagram marketing stuff, but he asked her one specific question. This was still in that Josh Coates group, on what she does to close her sale. And then they started talking about closing sales and keeping it real. And when you always, he was kind of saying, whenever he talks money and somebody's saying, because his courses are not cheap, he's like, whenever I talk money, I always follow it up with asking if I can send testimonials. And the way he walked through getting testimonials, I thought was very, very useful and something that I want to do kind of with a lot of people just on the team and in the challenge groups. He said, when you're asking people for testimonials, the goal is that you want to be able to send testimonials to people that they can really relate to. So not just a before and after picture, but why they feel this way, like parts of their story that you're going to have other people that are interested in our programs or in coaching or whatever, they can actually see themselves in that story and actually relate to. So he said things to ask your clients if you're asking for testimonials. And I can write all these up if y'all want me to and put them in Delta Fire too. So he asks his clients, what is the reason that you almost didn't sign up? And get them to actually tell that story, because a lot of people are going to relate to that, right? And then what struggles did you have before the group? What were your numbers before the group? So it would probably be like, weight type goals, results, like all that kind of stuff for us. Or, well, yeah, I wouldn't be coaching stuff because they wouldn't have started yet. So what are your numbers before the group? And what are your numbers since the group? So what were your results, in the challenge group or whatever? And then just ask them straight up, why should other people do this? Like, what have you taken away from this? And what would you tell somebody as to why they should do this? And have like a little paragraph written up about each before and after, so that it's more of the complete story. Here's their pictures, but this is also what that person said. And I thought that was a really great idea. And I mean, I know I've sent, I don't know that I've ever even really sent before and afters to people before, but this is a great idea to do it this way. When people start having these objections, they're almost before they even give you all of the money objections that we all get all the time. He sends them these testimonials, or asks if he can send them these testimonials as soon as he even mentions price, like before they even say, oh, well, that's too expensive. So I thought that was a really good idea. Wanted to share. So those are kind of my things that I wanted to chat about and pass on. And I know Suzanne listened to an awesome call too and wanted to share some of that from Moira. So hop on, girl. Or if y'all have any, well, we can do questions later too, unless y'all have any for now. Speak up.
Well, so honestly, I have so much to share that I think that it needs to be done like over spread out amount of time, or else everybody would get like, what the hell? So basically, I don't know, Amy, were you on the Success Club call with Moira and Christina? Okay, so you missed that. So this wouldn't be, have you even watched it? The recording?
When was it?
Like last Saturday.
No.
Okay, so good. So I don't know, Holly, like maybe everybody missed this, so this won't be like repetitive information. So that's great. But yes, I have joined Josh Coates as to mentor me and to hold myself accountable for some really scary stuff. And to be honest, every morning I wake up and I have the chills and I'm going to throw up, and I've been doing some pretty crazy stuff, but I'm going to share all that later. But this is the stuff that really is a good takeaway from the Success Club call that some of us earned and did not get to see. I figured that probably would happen because it was freaking Saturday morning and Amy was on the beach and other people who have lives. So I took some notes, and it honestly really, really hits home to a lot of us, because a lot of the things that Moira and Christina were saying, I feel like create these huge limiting beliefs in us. And so therefore we don't ever go for our full potential because we're so worried about what someone else thinks about us. And we're worried about the people that judge us, and we're worried about what this person's going to say and what this person's going to think, or this person's going to say no. And I think if we really just focus mainly on the mentality of the 5-year person that we are going to be in 5 years, and we post because we're already that person right now without worrying about the judges and the limiting beliefs, you're going to be able to attract more people because of your positive energy and then this already successful mindset. So one thing Christina said that I thought was huge is our entire business is built on trust, right? I mean, we have people that sign up with us because they trust us, have been watching us for 2 years, and now all of a sudden they're like, well, if I'm finally going to give in because she's literally stayed consistent doing this for this amount of time. So when you think about that, your business is based on your ability to gain trust. You're thinking consistency, which all of us on this call right now do, but just speaking to everyone who might watch this, being consistent. And I know for a fact that there's some of y'all that are way more consistent than I've ever been. So I'm not just saying like I do these things. I'm saying this as a general rule for 2021, because we all have crazy awesome goals, right? And this hit me in the gut because I mean, Amy and I were talking at Summit, and she's like, why don't you stick to a program ever? And it's like, well, I shouldn't have to. That's the beauty of bod. But that was an excuse. And ever since that come to Jesus with Amy and Holly, I definitely have finished all my programs except for Transform 20. But I finished phase 1 and I moved into this, so that's okay. But that's the thing, like even just showing up every day and giving value to your customers, your email list, your coaches, even if they are discount coaches, giving them value 2 to 3 times a week, whether it be an email or a newsletter or just even, hey, here's a quick recipe that I thought you'd like. Like they want to trust that you know what you're talking about. They already think that you know what you're talking about. They trust you, but you have to maintain that. Being a real human being with real problems, but working it out every day and showing up, whether it's a shitty day or a really awesome day. Another thing that was really important that I thought, I know that we all have these amazing vision boards. I've seen some of yours. And when you think about it, we all have all these awesome goals. How many times during the day do you really do something that will actually take action towards one of those goals? Like personally, I've been wanting to write a book for 4 years, and I have not, I've written one little excerpt of what I wanted it to be, and I've never done another thing for 4 years. So it's really important for you to fill your cup first. Do the things that you want to do first. Like those action steps should be filtered into your day as part of your activities. Like filling your cup and then dealing with your clients, not dealing with them, but helping your clients and your coaches later. Like you are priority number one. If you're not doing the things that you need to do to get you to where you want to be, then you're not going to get there. You're going to stay where you are. Like we're all of us are on a constant mission to grow and be better and reach our goals and live this amazing life. But if we're not doing what we need to do to get there, we're just going to stay here, which is where I've been for 3 years. It's kind of been a wake-up call. So the things, quick little notes. I'm not going to make this much longer than 5 minutes. Just make sure that you're filling into your day all these little things. Now, coaching for all of our new coaches or anybody that decides to watch this call, coaching is honestly as simple as this. And I do feel like all of us are veterans, pretty much, that are on this call right now. And it's so easy to get caught up in the glory and the recognition and the glitz and the glamour and focus on those things, which really are not income earning activities, whereas making connections is the best way. And running this business is as simple as this: filling out your tracker. Like, do your business activities. I swear I've worked more in the past 2 weeks than I did all year last year. And I'm pretty sure Kim can say the same. And I mean, that's different for a couple of you on this call, or 3 of you at least. But do your business activity tracker. Those are the things that you need to do. You don't need to watch more training videos on what to do. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. And talk about sharing your journey. Like, sharing your journey, we all know this. It's nothing new, but it might be new for you. But you don't need a transformation to do this business. You need to share what you're going through at the moment and how it's helping you. And one thing that I have learned from Josh, this is sort of off topic, but when you are making a post and you are doing something that is like definitely vulnerable or heartfelt, or you are trying to get people to attract to you, you start with a pain, you offer a solution, and you end with that pain and the solution kind of mixed together. And I don't know if any of you saw my post the other day, but it definitely had an incredible, what's the word? Anyways, a lot of people messaged me and commented. And it was because I told a very vulnerable pain. And then I said that coaching was a solution. And then I offered them a solution with the pain. So I just said, if you feel like me and you felt lost without a purpose, and then you lead into join me or message me or whatever, you do. So pain, solution, pain. I've noticed that also brings out the whole thing about stories that stick, like telling a story that's painful, offering something that made you feel so much better, and then making it close with a relatable statement. Okay. Anyways, And then obviously personal development and a couple of things. I'm going to try to read like 12 personal development books this year instead of 3. And one, I don't know if anybody's read it, but Get Over Your Damn Self is my lead into my next topic. I swear I'm only going to talk for like 3 more minutes. Get Over Your Damn Self. And then I just ordered 10x your year, or whatever, 10x rule. I just ordered that because, again, with my goals and some things, like, we should all be 10xing everything. And like we say, invite 3 people a day. We should be inviting like 100 people a week, like the numbers, when you look at them, 1 out of 5 say maybe. I mean, honestly. And so you should be multiplying and adding to your network, but we all know this. Okay, so what I'm saying about getting over your damn self leads into just getting rid of the judgers and all that crap, and I've already said that. As far as being in that 5-year mentality, I want to challenge all of you to write a mantra for yourself. I'll share mine with you. I've been just repeating it when I'm in the shower, when I'm in the car, and who knows, it may never come true. And I'm not trying to put like limiting beliefs on myself, but when I say this mantra, it makes something click in my head to change what I am doing at the moment. So, and I don't know if it'll help you, but I guess if you say this out loud and you are doing something crappy that is not what you should be doing, it'll automatically make you click, and then like kind of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch yourself into doing the actions or being the person that you need to be at the moment. So for me, this is my mantra, and don't make fun of me. This is what it is. It's my mantra for the year. And this is what I say. I'm going to shut my eyes and I'm going to say it. I am a 15-star diamond coach. Now I'm all nervous and I can't even freaking say it. Okay, so I'm a 15-star diamond coach. Leads flow to me easily. New coaches are attracted to me because I'm a strong and successful leader. Hold on, I've got it written down.
I love it, Suzanne. She walked away, but I think it's awesome.
See, this is my real mantra. I just get nervous and I can't remember. Okay, so I took something that is like near impossible, right? I mean, it's not impossible, but to me currently at my status, it seems very impossible. But when I say this out loud, it like literally gives me chills and makes me want to puke. And so, I'm nervous right now, and I'm not like nervous in front of you, right? So anyways, this is it. I am a 15-star diamond coach. I show up every day and work hard every day in my business. Leads flow to me easily, and new coaches are attracted to me because I am a strong and successful leader. So I took something that makes me want to throw up. I took something that I know I haven't been doing. I took something that I really want to happen. And then I said something good about myself. I mean, honestly, and I say this all the time. And there are days when like maybe I'm in a bad mood or I'm kind of being a shitty employee. Sorry, there's a kid in the room. But then when I say this, even when I'm not doing Beachbody activities, when I say this, a 15-star diamond and a leader would not act like this, Suzanne. So then it clicks and I just get right back to it. I am not saying that anything is working for me right now except for showing up every day. Like I have more conversations going than I've ever had in my life, and it's all going to pay off, but it's stop limiting ourselves and start reaching really, really, really big because we deserve it. Like we deserve this. Everything that you've ever thought about yourself in the past, throw it out. Like You may not have time to work this business. Yes, you do. Put it into little pockets throughout the day. If you can only invite for 10 minutes while you're going to the bathroom in the morning, do it then, right? If you don't have a transformation, get one. People relate to that. A lot of people don't have them, right? No personality. Yes, you do. I mean, most of us have, like, you have something about you that is unique, and you need to share that and connect with people based on that, right? So pretty much all that crap is just excuses. And if you don't have support, you do too, because you have us, and we're here. And then that's when you toss away all those other judgers and all that other crap I was talking about. So the big thing is, if you want to grow your business, and this is what I'm striving for, just because Moira Kusaba said it. If you want to be an elite coach, you have to recruit 100 coaches this year. That's that, because people fall off. I can't tell you how many times before Julie became a diamond coach that I almost hit star diamond again. I literally have lost so many people that I could have been diamond, 4-star diamond right now if they all stayed. I mean, I'd probably be more. Kim too. So we have to stop putting all of our eggs in one basket, work our own businesses, work our spouse accounts, get us to diamond in all of the accounts that we control, and don't let our growth lay on somebody else. Okay? So anyways, that's my little spiel.
Love it.
I don't know if it helps.
No, I think it was great. I think it's awesome. I want to add something before I forget too. A big thing for me, and Susanna kind of touched on this, and we both lost so many people. I think that was a huge mindset hit for me back in, what was it, 2016, because I hit elite in my second year of coaching, which, I mean, it's really fast. In my second year, I hit 5-star elite. I hit 6-star elite, and I was in the top 200. I was like 189 or something like that. And then literally everybody, except for those of you that are actually still here right now on this call, everybody quit, and that was like a huge hit to my confidence level. And I was like, well, I must suck as a leader. I don't know how to mentor people. That was my mindset. And it's taken me this long to kind of get over that and really truly realize those just weren't the right people. Not that they're not good people. They're great people. I'm still friends with all of them. But they weren't the right people to keep coaching and for me to keep growing this business and this team with. The right people were you guys that are still here, and that's not on us, and that's not on me. It's not on anybody that's lost coaches, that's just gonna happen. And we just have to keep finding those new people. And I think for me, I don't want to say it came easy, but it kind of did at the beginning. It really, truly kind of did. And it was a blessing because it's something that I really needed in my life to get out of my previous career, but then for me to turn around and all those people literally fall off and not be able to kind of regroup, I felt like I was doing something wrong. So, anyway, I had a point, but just... It's just that you have to just keep looking. You have to keep going because that's going to happen. This is not for everybody, and that's okay. And it's not a reflection of you as even from a coach and client perspective. If you lose challengers, we all do. It's not a reflection of you as their coach. They probably didn't commit. They probably never opened the freaking program. That's not on you. If you're doing, we're communicating with them. I know we all are on here, we're doing the best that we can, and we just keep reaching out, spreading our positivity, spreading our story, talking to people, and getting new people, and you'll find the ones that stick. You'll find your lifers. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
That, Suzanne. Thank you for sharing all that.
Oh, you're welcome. I have lots more, so, but not for today.
Can break it down into our upcoming calls.
Yeah, that or even just little quick 3-minute videos
Yeah.
in the Delta Fire.
Yeah, just post them in there. Whatever.
Oh, there is one thing I wanted to say. So tomorrow, with my group of Josh Coates stuff, I can invite our whole team to watch the call.
Okay.
So if y'all are interested, like, I think this week we're talking about marketing. And I know it's going to be really good content. So if you want the invite, if you're interested, just let me know and I'll send it to you. I'll probably post it in Delta Fire
Yeah.
as well, just to do the invite. But every single minute that I've spent in this has been good content. So
What time is it supposed to be at?
I think you're probably gonna be in school. I think, and actually, it might be tomorrow night.
Okay.
It's Oklahoma time, so
Who knows?
I'll post it in Delta Fire, and if y'all want to go, you can go. Otherwise, I'll take notes and do a video or something. They're usually kind of long, which is kind of a bummer, but you could like check in and okay, absolutely. You can check in and check out, whatever. I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings. It's just, I get to invite my team once a month for this. And I think honestly, like even just 5 minutes, you'll be full of good info. So.
And the energy that he
Obvious.
is really
Oh
good.
yeah. I just love him. He's like, no BS. He
Yeah.
cusses the whole time.
Yeah.
He loves Jesus and he cusses a little and he drinks and I like it. So it's like, I don't know, like I can relate to a lot of this stuff and it's just really about showing up in your business and working efficiently, not more.
Yeah.
So that's what we all need, right?
Mhm.
So I'll post the link in there tomorrow or tonight. Actually, I'll do it right after this call so I don't forget. And I will take good notes. And I promise I'm going to share everything that I can. It's just so much. Like I have a separate notebook and it's already like halfway full. So great. But yeah. So one more thing. Like one thing that Moira said, and I think that we should end on something similar to this is like with everything that you have planned for the year, look at your vision board and all this. I don't know if you noticed, but there is not one person in the top 10 that is always there this year, except maybe a couple, like Hilliard or Melissa McAllister. But she's like Melissa McAllister.
Yeah.
But if you notice, the majority of the people are brand new people and they are so authentic. And I think that's a good theme to go with this year because these people came from like nowhere and are there right now, like killing it. And something that she said was, look at your vision board and know that you already have inside you what it takes to get where you want to be. And if you, every time you talk to somebody or get rejected or whatever, just remember it's always planting seeds. I've gotten so many no's this week that you would think that I would quit, but it's okay because they'll I mean, like Amy, like with her 9-week control freak person, people are going to say no until they literally cannot say no anymore. And one day they'll be with you. And so you have to just keep showing up. I mean, I swear I could talk all night. I'm going to stop.
I was so excited that Moira was top coach.
Y'all, I love her. I watch all her stuff. I have her planner. I love her. I've loved her for a while. And to see her top coach, I was like, yes, like that. I don't know. Somebody like that.
Somebody,
deserves it.
that type of a person. Yes.
Hmm.
I think I was equally excited to see that another person was not in the top 10.
Well, I was excited to see several people weren't. And it was like, I just loved it because it felt so authentic. Like you can tell who took this year and ran with it instead of just hoping crap fell in their laps.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, that's been me for 3 years. I just let shit fall in my lap and just like, oh, I'm successful. And I'm not. And it's like I am from a lazy standpoint, but from where I really want to be, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm admitting that this year, and I'll take that. It's my comeback year.
That's right. We can do it.
Yay.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'll share. Cheers, everybody.
I would love to hear goals too, for real, from other people just in the team, or throw them out now if you have them already, if you already know. But I really would, just to know, so then we can all really go for it together, you know, and it's fun when we push each other like that. I think anyway, it's scary. It is, but it's fun too, especially when you focus on where it's going to get you and what it's going to get you. And that's what is going to be different for every single one of us. My why and my reason for doing this is drastically different from Amy's, you know, and from anybody's. Like ours are all different, you know, and that's what you really have to tap into is, what is this for you, and what do you need this to be or want this to be, and why? And it has to be for you personally, not what I want, not what Holly wants, not what anybody else wants. It has to be what it means to you personally, or else, you know, you're not going to work it because it's not going to be important, you know, it's just not going to have that value. So think about that and share away.
Yeah. I mean, I really do stress this mantra thing. Like if you ever have trouble with procrastination or negativity or anything, like just creating one that's as weird and scary as the one that I made, I swear it helps. Like you may already do this, but I would love to hear. I shared my mantra, so maybe y'all should make one and share it with me.
I don't have a
It's
mantra.
embarrassing.
I have a vision though, and I've been doing what Josh suggests too, and actually reading my vision, and my mission statement, I guess, and my goals for the year. You read it every day, every morning when you get up, and it helps. It's like it sets your mind in that zone, and just it's cool.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't think it would hurt either if we shared our tracker with our team.
I wouldn't think so.
Like the whole piece of the tracker for this course is heart, hustle, and harmony. And it's about taking control of your morning, having a morning routine. You do like 6 activities in the morning. Those are very easy for me to check off.
Mm-hmm.
And then the hustle part is your invites, your combos, basically our business activity tracker on a whole nother level. And then at night, there's a harmony piece, which is checking out, spending time with your family, doing a disconnection like activity, like going for a walk or like not on your phones, actually having business hours, and like recharging, recovering, and like I forgot what the other word is, but rest maybe.
Rest and restore. Yeah,
It's restore.
Perfectly with 9-week control freak.
Yeah, the controlled stretches.
Like I go through and I make sure I've done everything for the most part. I have not gotten some of the invites, I'll be totally honest. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. But when I go and do the controlled stretch, which I need to do right after this call, it's
Me too.
Because Autumn talks about all that too. Okay, don't get back on your electronics. Go read a book or, you know, do something that's gonna relax you, and then freaking go to bed, you know, which y'all know that I suck at that. So I feel like that meshes together like really well. It's very much the same thing. So
Yeah, I'm happy to share my tracker. I mean, Kim might want to, like, we might want to share the push one.
yeah, I would say start there.
Yeah.
The one that Suzanne's got is just like a whole lot more conversations and invites.
Yeah.
But then you have people like, I know Julie rocks the SC system tracker anyway, and Holly,
Yeah.
use that too. You do, don't you? SC system tracker, or do you just? You're good at having conversations though and inviting people. Like you're very consistent with that.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to unmute myself. I don't have any kind of pencil and paper tracker whatsoever. I just have conversations going, and in my mind I know, well, I have a Google spreadsheet of who my SC was this month, and actually for the last maybe 2 years. So telling Amy this the other day, I think I go back at the beginning of every month, or actually right before the month changes, I go back 6 months of who my Success Club people were 6 months ago. And that's who I start my conversations with in case I can get 2 more points out of them because it's been 6 months.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Very good idea. Yeah.
I get a lot of repeat customers that way.
Nice.
Helping them out in a new place in their journey with probably a new program, and it's good. It's perfect.
I like it. Thanks
But I
for
don't do
sharing
the
that.
actual-
That's a good idea.
Sure. I don't do the bat, I don't know.
Yeah.
I should. I do it during cup, kind of half-ass, but I just don't stay consistent with it because I've got so much else going on, and
That's
my
how I am.
pockets are never more than 15 minutes at a time. So then I got to find the darn sheet. No, it's at home and I'm at school, and
Well, I think the important thing to remember though is like you're successful in the activities that you do, and I don't think it's hurting you. So like for me, I need activities just because I don't know. So like we all run our businesses differently, and some of us
True.
are good at doing things and some of us aren't. And I don't know. I mean, you're so good at it. I don't think it matters. That is your system
Mhm.
and it works.
what I'm not good at is the business opportunity.
And I think
maybe
a lot
once
of
in-
us struggle with that.
Yeah.
Julie's really good at it.
I think it's hard. That's the hardest part. And
Oh,
yeah.
shoot. So
What?
that was something I was going to talk about. So Kim mentioned that we were going to do our own team call. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it tonight, but maybe I'm going to do this rundown thing because I would really like to host these calls a little differently, and make it more of like an experience and them also get something out of it. Like we'll offer them some kind of little thing, like, you know, obviously like a recipe book or tips, whatever. But I'll talk about that later. But this coach op that we're going to do this time for our team is going to be completely different than anything we've done before. It's not going to be that this stuff that is completely over everybody's head. It's going to be us giving testimonials, talking about how this business changes our lives. It's not going to be flashy. It's just going to be real and showing us working and talking about what we do on a daily basis and really showing people that everyday people can also do this side hustle thing and freaking rock it.
Mhm.
And you don't have to be like some gorgeous bombshell with, you know, $1.5 million in the bank and just have an influencer page. Like we want it to be like just like us
Mhm.
and show them the real thing. And maybe they just want to do it because and show them the different ways to do it. So that will be a whole nother thing that maybe I'll talk about next week. Because when is this call?
It'll be next Tuesday, so we got to figure it out.
Okay, so we'll figure it out this weekend.
And on that topic too, like this is going to take us some practice, right? So we're going to start it and we're going to roll with it. And because we set the date and we're like, we've just got to do it. Like we've just got to go for it and do it and get started doing this stuff again and show up and we'll figure it out. You know, if we bomb the first one, whatever. Because another thing that everybody always says, like, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So, you know, if that right person is on the call and we totally blow it, but they're the right person, it's all going to work out. Like, it'll be fine. So,
Yeah.
we're
And so start inviting to it. Like, just start talking about it. Like, say whatever you want to say, but let's like make this like our own thing. Like, we used to rock these calls. And I know that Facebook is totally different now and these events and all this crap, but we can rock this again if people see our faces and hear from us. So I don't know. We're gonna organize this, and if you are not interested in participating, it's totally cool. And you know, if you want to do the Diesel Nation thing, nobody cares. It's totally awesome. But we just really want to show the culture of our team and like bring that camaraderie back where we're all doing things together. Like, I feel it would be awesome if we were all just like we were working in the same office, you know? I don't know. So that's the vibe I'm going for, or we are going for, whatever.
I agree. It'll be awesome.
I guess I have to go it's time for me to go to bed. It's 8:30.
8:30?
Yeah, I get up at 4:30.
Oh, that's true.
Me too.
I've got like 4 hours in me, guys. It's 10:30.
Yeah, I'll be up for another hour, but I'm getting up at 4:30 too. So
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit I'm gonna stop recording real quick.